is CVR English and it's time to finally roll the primetime news hour with me, Anukriti Sharma. Viewers, breaking right now are the Nayab Singh Saini oath-taking ceremony live updates. Chief Minister Saini thanks Prime Minister Modi for the opportunity to be the chief servant of Haryana. Nayab Singh Saini was sworn in as a Chief Minister of Haryana for the second time, leading the Bharatiya Janata Party, the BJP-led government in the state. The oath-taking ceremony was held at the Shehra ground in Sector 5 Panchkula, where Haryana Governor Bandaru Dattatreya administered the oath of office to Saini and his Council of Ministers. The Bharatiya Janata Party has secured its third consecutive term in Haryana after winning 48 of the 90 seats in the recent assembly elections, with the Congress securing 37 seats. The ceremony, viewers, was attended by several prominent leaders, including Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, and other key figures such as Union Ministers Nitin Gadkari and Rajiv Ranjan Singh. Chief Ministers from various BJP-ruled states, including Himant Biswa Sharma of Assam, Bhupendra Patel of Gujarat and Yogi Adityanath of Uttar Pradesh were also present at this great grand ceremony. Leaders from the broader National Democratic Alliance or the NDA were in attendance as well, including Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu, Deputy Chief Minister Pawan Kalyan, as well as Maharashtra Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. Saini, viewers, was chosen as the leader of the Haryana BJP Legislature Party in a meeting chaired by Amit Shah in Chandigarh on Wednesday. Following the swearing-in ceremony, a key NDA meeting is now scheduled to take place in Chandigarh, where Pradhan Mantri Modi ji is expected to address the alliance members, all of them. Watch this special report. The Haryana government to work for good governance, welfare of the poor. Viewers, that is the war cry of the new Haryana Chief Minister Saini. That's what he says. Equality, good governance and the poor's welfare will be at the top of his government's agenda. Nayab Singh Saini said on Thursday after swearing in for the second time as the Chief Minister of Haryana. Saini was administered the oath in Panchkula at a ceremony which was also attended by Pradhan Mantri Modi ji, several BJP bigwigs and the National Democratic Alliance partners. In a post on Twitter, now known as X, Saini has expressed his gratitude to the people for their mandate. I'm going to quote him here. First of all, my heartfelt gratitude to the 2.80 crore of my family members for their mandate for Haryana's non-stop development, unquote. That's what Saini wrote on X. Saini then went on to thank Modi ji for his inspirational leadership on X. For the third time, with full majority, the BJP government will work with full energy for good governance, equality and welfare of the poor. That's what he stated on X. Haryana Governor Bandaru Dattatreya administered the oath of office and the secrecy to Saini, who became then the Chief Minister for a second time, viewers, at the Dashera grounds here. Must I tell you, a total of 13 MLAs also took oath as ministers within this newly formed government. Union Ministers Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh, Nitin Gadkari, Chirag Paswan and BJP President JP Nadda sat on the stage as well. Watch this.
नायब सिंह सैनी ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि मैं विधि द्वारा स्थापित भारत के संविधान के प्रति सच्ची श्रद्धा और निष्ठा रखूंगा। मैं भारत की प्रभुता और अखंडता अक्षुण्ण रखूंगा। मैं हरियाणा राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में अपने कर्तव्यों का श्रद्धापूर्वक और शुद्ध अंतःकरण से निर्वहन करूंगा तथा भय या पक्षपात, अनुराग या द्वेष के बिना मैं सब प्रकार के लोगों के प्रति संविधान के और विधि के अनुसार न्याय करूंगा। नायब सिंह सैनी ईश्वर की शपथ लेता हूं कि जो विषय हरियाणा राज्य के मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में मेरे विचार के लिए लाया जाएगा अथवा मुझे ज्ञात होगा उस
Viewers joining us live all the way from Haryana today to take us through the details of this grand event is Shri Shivinder Singh Buttar ji, who is a political analyst and a core committee member of one of the most prominent Rajasthan's Farmers Welfare Association, Grameen Kisan Majdoor Samiti. Shivinder ji, namaskar. We welcome you to the CVR English newsroom. Shivinder ji, am I audible to you? Shivinder ji, is my audio clear to you? Viewers, we are trying to connect with Shivinder ji right now. We are trying to connect our audio with Shivinder ji so that we can have a conversation, a discussion about these recent developments in Haryana. Let me know, Shivinder ji, with a thumbs up if my voice is clear to you. Are you able to hear me right, Shivinder ji? Could you show me a thumbs up? Viewers, we are going to go into a short commercial break and come back as soon as okay. Looks like Shivinder ji is able to hear my voice clearly. Thank you so much, Shivinder ji, for confirming to us that you can hear us right and you can see us right here at the CVR English newsroom. Shivinder ji, I want to dive right into this grand celebration that has just taken place in Haryana. More than an oath-taking ceremony, it seems to be a grand BJP celebration rally. That is the Modi style. What are your thoughts on this?
Are you audible now, ma'am?
Yes, Shivinder ji, you are audible now. You are audible now because
Okay. See, time. The last couple of elections, they have not been able to gather their types of support.
Shivinder ji, I'm going to take a break over there because of double audio. Viewers, we are going to get into a short commercial break. Let's take a short commercial break.
After 10.
We are getting into a short commercial break, viewers, and we will be back soon with Shivinder Singh Buttar live online all the way from Haryana. Cutting into a short commercial break. And viewers, we are back with a bang on CVR English Primetime News Hour once again with me, Anukriti Sharma. Ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing back live here in the CVR English newsroom once again Mr. Shivinder Singh Buttar, who is a political analyst and he is also a core committee member of Rajasthan's Grameen Mazdoor Samiti. Shivinder Singh Buttar ji, can you hear me right and can you see me right, sir?
Yes. I can hear you. Am I audible?
Yes, absolutely, you're audible, sir. We welcome you once again to the CVR English newsroom. Ladies and gentlemen, must I tell you that Shivinder Singh Buttar ji is a key political analyst who has joined CVR English newsroom live all the way from Haryana today. He's a political analyst who is going to take us through the developments which have taken place in Haryana today, especially in terms of this key oath-taking ceremony. He is also a part of the core committee of one of the most prominent Rajasthan's farmers welfare associations, the GKS Samiti, the Grameen Kisan Mazdoor Samiti. So Shivinder ji, I want to dive right into my first question with you. More than an oath-taking ceremony, it seems to me like a grand BJP celebration rally, just typical Modi style. What are your thoughts on this?
See, I see it very clearly, simple. Since if you have seen last 3-4 elections which had happened in various states, BJP was losing very badly. So basically this time came as a respite to BJP because even in Haryana they were not expecting a victory because all the exit polls and everybody was providing, a Congress majority or with a thumping majority. So basically BJP was not even expecting this kind of victory, but since this had happened, so now they are trying to portray this as a comeback of the charismatic leadership of Narendra Modi, who was getting a beating in the last few elections, that his charisma is over, he is no more leader of the masses. And there was also rhetoric within the BJP that they are also planning to change the face. But with this particular majority, they are able to establish Mr. Narendra Modi as a charismatic leader, and that is the reason they have shown this as a gala event to not only give them a fresh perspective to their grassroots workers that the Modi charisma is still here to stay, and also they wanted to bring all their NDA allies so that they can stay put with the BJP. And that BJP is here to stay for long. So that is, if you see at the event, you might have seen all the major, allies of NDA were available in that particular event. Even all the BJP's chief ministers were also available in the event. So I consider this as a comeback of Narendra Modi after a long time.
I can't
his typical way of presenting himself and all the BJP.
Shivinder ji, I can't help myself but ask you this. 24 hours ago, another oath-taking ceremony had taken place at J&K. It was a rather closed-door ceremony with restricted entry. Comparing that to this grandeur which has taken place today, which we have witnessed on the stage of Haryana today, does it not feel like the Bharatiya Janata Party is making a full meal of it? It's almost like the BJP wants to rub its win into the face of its opposition, particularly in the face of the Congress.
See, I see it into two different angles. One is that there are upcoming elections in Jharkhand and Maharashtra. So basically, BJP wanted to give a clear message to the voters of Maharashtra and Jharkhand also. Look, we look at us how we have pulled out the victory in Haryana, where all the exit polls were talking against us. And similarly, if you look at the Congress despite, in exit polls looking for a major thumping majority in Haryana, were left high and dry. So as far as Jammu and Kashmir's oath ceremony is concerned, there could be two possible reasons. One is backbashing or, beating on the face of the Congress that they lost election which was as good as they were about to win. Second, if you look at the Jammu Kashmir as a state, it's a very sensitive state. But still, it has a president's rule and it was governed by Rajyapal. So keeping in purview all the security reasons, so I could understand that the event which has happened in Jammu and Kashmir was not supposed to be that gala event, because it is still not a very safe or kind of a regular state where you can go walk freely and everything. So that could be one of the reasons. Because of the security reasons, they have not make it a big event in context of in Jammu Kashmir, where the ceremony was taken by Umar Abdullah and Congress allies.
Shivinder ji, like you mentioned, keeping in mind the upcoming Jharkhand and Maharashtra elections. Now Maharashtra is already governed by the BJP coalition. Maharashtra also happens to be an upcoming election which is going to be one of the biggest in the country. It is the financial capital of India. No doubt it is the richest state in the country.
True.
So keeping in mind the upcoming Maharashtra elections particularly, if you look at this oath taking ceremony which has taken place in Haryana today, it was an open invitation to all. Everybody was invited to this gala event. All the major political bigwigs have shown up. All the major key players and the bureaucrats have shown up to this event. The Janata, literally in masses, in huge numbers, by the thousands, has shown up for this event. Like you said, this grandeur, this grand display of unity, power and strength and influence, is this a straight, blunt message to Maharashtra for the upcoming elections that, hey, if we can pull through in Haryana, despite the pressure of anti-incumbency, we are going to pull through in Maharashtra as well. Is this a message to Maharashtra?
To a certain extent, yes, it is a message to the public or to the voters of Maharashtra that we as NDA and all its allies, we stand together. And see, Haryana victory for BJP was, they have extremely worked hard in last 3-4 months to pull back that victory. And I consider this as a more of a defeat of Congress than a victory of BJP, because Congress became overconfident and they was under the impression that we are going to win. Ticket distribution in Congress was not done, and it was solely given. Mr. Hooda was given the free hand to do that. Whereas if you look at the BJP, out of the 90, candidates, 60 were first timers who fought this election in this particular, election. So they changed the rhetoric, they changed the way of working, and they also changed the faces in various constituencies to pull this victory. And I'm sure, keeping in purview all the elections and the kind of social engineering they have done in Haryana, they are going to work similar way in Maharashtra. I will not be surprised if they will change the sitting MLAs or other constituents and bring fresh perspective to the candidates in Maharashtra also, be it BJP itself, be it as allies in NCP and the Shiv Sena. And all these three allies are going to let's see, it would be certainly a election to watch, I guess.
Shivinder Singh, Buttar ji, one more question comes to my mind, or rather it comes to the mind of the masses in general. Keeping in mind BJP right now, Amit Shah along with the other bigwigs of BJP, they have unanimously chosen Nayab Singh Saini as the new Chief Minister of Haryana. Despite knowing that there has been a previous Chief Minister in power for literally 9 years and 138 days. Despite that fact, Amit Shah along with the several bigwigs took a decision, and everybody stood together. Everybody was unanimous in their decision that okay, we are going to go with Nayab Singh Saini this time as the Chief Minister of Haryana. It was a unanimous decision. Could that unity and that display of strength and unity within the party have played a key role in the win this time when compared to Congress, where we had this time we had three major key players. There were three chief ministerial aspirants within the Congress, and a lot of infighting within the Congress was going on. That infighting has not been observed with the BJP. In fact, even Anil Vij, I think, has made peace with the fact that now it's going to be Nayab Singh Saini who's going to be the new Chief Minister of Haryana. In fact, he has said कि नायब सिंह सैनी के नेतृत्व में हमने ये इलेक्शन जीता है, तो अब हम ये मान के चलते हैं कि नायब सिंह सैनी ही हमारे चीफ मिनिस्टर बनेंगे. Even Anil Vij, an ex-minister from Haryana, has made peace with this fact. So this display of unity, which was lacking in Congress, was on full display with BJP. Could this unity have also contributed to the win of BJP in Haryana?
See, I agree to this particular aspect of yours. As far as you have said rightly, Congress was divided despite they having a clear majority through exit polls, and even the public, which was trying to look forward to a comeback of the Congress. As far as BJP is concerned, if you look at, as you said, Kim, for 9.5 years, but as Nodla Khatri, he was not a grassroots leader. He was an RSS, a guy who was promoted directly, first time MLA promoted to the ranks of, Chief Minister. Whereas Nayab Singh Saini is concerned, he has been a grassroots leader. He started early. He has been in the BJP from 30 years, and he has toiled very hard to, bring BJP at the forefront. And apart from that, Saini community, which he belongs to, is a major, major chunk in, the major voters in Haryana. So he basically belonged to a OBC category. And that was the reason of, changing the face from Manoj Khattar to somebody who has been a grassroots leader and worked for the masses. And if you look at on the other side, Congress was only focusing on Jats. So, whereas, and they sidelined the, Dalit face, which was Kumari Shailja. So, most of the Dalits, either who were part of the Shailja camp, resigned from the Congress or shifted to BJP. That was also one of the reasons why Congress lost in many areas because of that.
Shivinder ji, Chief Minister Saini has thanked Prime Minister Modi ji for the opportunity to be, quote unquote, the chief servant of Haryana. Equality, good governance and the poor's welfare will now be at the top of his government's agenda. Nayab Singh Saini said today, after swearing in for the second time as the Chief Minister of Haryana, Nayab has called himself, quote unquote, the chief servant of the state under the leadership of Modi ji. And he has promised to uplift the poor and has declared that serving and working for the poor and uplifting their financial status will be one amongst his top priorities as the new CM of Haryana. Shivinder ji, I want to ask you, are these promises emerging from the fact that Nayab himself hails from the grassroots?
Yes, Nayab Singh Saini, since any grassroots leader who comes from the, from the lower rung of any party and, rises into the ranks and of the party, has understood those problems and worked on them, and also might have faced during his own lifetime those kind of problems. So if you look at it, the kind of rhetoric which BJP played during this election was, one of them was a Parchi Kharchi ki Sarkar. So Mr. Modi himself talked about how bribes were part of the play during the, recruitments of the Congress, or before that in context of INLD. The major allies of BJP, which was JJP last time, could not even win one seat in this particular elections. So Nayab Singh Saini also did some master strokes. One of them was, if you look at the Agnivir Yojana, which was shammed by almost all the opposition parties. It is not a good scheme and everything. So Nayab Singh Saini ensured in all the government jobs which are going to become, they will give a priority to all these Agnivirs. So that was one of the master strokes which Nayab Singh Saini did in his last 6 months of tenure as a BJP chief minister, and this also worked in favor of the BJP. Apart from that, whatever the problems BJP or the lower rung or the weaker section of the society were having, so most of the policies which were framed in the last 3 to 4 months of the BJP government were focused towards this particular weaker section, and that's what he's promised. I would continue, if given opportunity, I would like to continue these kind of policies to so that I can focus mostly on the weaker section of the society in this particular turn. And it is going to be a wait and watch situation for us, because promises generally politicians make, and how Mr. Naib Singh Soni is going to implement or work on those in the next 5 years, that's for everyone to see.
Manohar Lal Khattar, who served as the Haryana Chief Minister for 9 years and straight 138 days from 26th October 2014 to 12th March of this year, was ousted from his post and Naib Singh Saini was brought in instead this time. Could there have been a political agenda behind this decision making? And by political agenda, I am primarily referring to securing a big win in Haryana despite the perceived anti-incumbency. As you can see, the BJP was able to retain support through strategic social engineering and exploit Congress's infighting.
See, Manohar Lal Khattar was surely removed out of the post because within the ranks and files of the BJP, all were not happy with his kind of, governance. He was more of an autocratic leader. And that was also the reason, if you might have seen, Anil Vij, who was the Home Minister or the Health Minister in the previous government, also resigned along with Manohar Lal Khattar. And Manohar Lal Khattar was made the MP, Member of Parliament, and he was shifted to the central government. And the open reign was given to the Naib Singh Saini. And if you might have seen in this particular election campaigning also, Manohar Lal Khattar was not given any prominent, say in this particular election. The local leaders like Krishan Pal Gurjar, Rao Inderjit Singh, they were given more free hand or more weightage than Manohar Lal Khattar, because at the end of the day, it's all about party which wins. So sometimes they have to sacrifice the faces, because at the end of the day, it's the party. So whatever the party takes decision, and every party, no party would like to, fight election for losing. So everybody wants to win. And whatever strategy works, साम दाम दंड भेद जिसको हम कहते हैं, तो अगर उनको लगा कि मनोहर लाल खट्टर को साइड में रखने से ही हमारी जीत होगी, तो क्यों ना सही, क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
I completely understand that whatever works, as long as the BJP gets to win, it's more about achieving the goal. So more than the means,
True.
it's the ends which matters. It's the end which matters to
True.
the BJP. The means could be any. So probably that is the philosophy which the BJP has adopted this time around. Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed, like you rightly said. It's the end which matters and not the means. So before we let you go, Shivinder ji, before we let you go, I have one more question for you. So Congress's Khatakhat policy has been completely ousted, at least from Haryana, by BJP, also in a very Khatakhat fashion. Your opinion on Congress's Khatakhat policy and how this has now become a matter of jokes. In fact, it has turned into endless memes all across social media. The Khatakhat memes have become viral on social media, and now BJP has emerged as a winner in Haryana and has ousted Congress from Haryana also in a very Khatakhat fashion. Your thoughts on this?
See, memes, social media generally normally plays in the minds of the youth, which is in the cities only, as far as the
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take a short commercial break here once again and bring Shivinder Singh Buttar ji back on our show. Keep watching CVR English. And we are back once again after a break on this grand special edition of CVR English Prime Time News Hour with me, Anukriti Sharma. Viewers, on this grand occasion in Haryana today, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has also congratulated the newly sworn in Haryana Chief Minister. He said, and I quote, "Heartiest congratulations to Naib Singh Saini on taking oath once again as the Chief Minister of Haryana. And I am confident that with inspiration from Pradhan Mantri Modi ji, Team Haryana under the leadership of Saini ji will be successful in fulfilling all the aspirations of the people of the state and taking development to an all-new height." Unquote. Viewers, you should have seen the number of people who attended this event. There was an open invitation for people to join in the oath-taking ceremony of Nayab Singh Saini, which is a big moment for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Let's put that into perspective. Coming in after the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, especially in the state of Haryana, where many thought that the BJP was on a back foot, and now coming in and making a full, meal of it. I can't help but compare this to 24 hours ago J&K. Such a closed indoor ceremony where a very restricted audience was allowed, but look at this. This is like a rally celebration. This is what a Modi rally would look like. We are looking at what? Thousands and thousands of people. This is not just a rally. This is more than a rally. These crowds are more than any that we have witnessed in oath-taking ceremonies in the recent times, and that is the style of BJP. The BJP would want this. The BJP would want those numbers that you see on the screen to burn into the memories of not just the voters, but also the opposition political parties. Momentum, they say, is a lot when you go and win an election. The BJP, many thought, did not have that kind of momentum this time, the kind of momentum that Congress had going into the Haryana elections. The BJP has now proven everyone wrong in there, and now they want to rub it in their faces. And these grand visuals which you are watching right now, the grand numbers of those turning up, the grounds jam-packed that you see, people have come in, and it's history, literally history in the making. As they say, success is a sweet revenge, and perhaps also a message to the Congress party. It could have been them sitting there on the stage, but it is indeed the NDA, the Bharatiya Janata Party. Look at these grand visuals, viewers. We can see thousands and thousands of people who have congregated, and as I have been saying before, it's more of a celebration than a mere oath-taking ceremony. I also think that Anil Vij, the ex-Haryana minister, has made his peace with this development. 100%. Anil Vij has made his peace very clearly with it, because if you heard what he had said even yesterday, and he said, देखिए अब ये चुनाव जो है ये नायब सिंह सैनी के नेतृत्व में जीता गया है, इसलिए अब वो ही हमारे चीफ मिनिस्टर हैं. So if you look at it with that context, most of the people have already made their peace with it. All of the grumblings took place at a time when there was a question mark on whether the BJP will be able to pull through this election successfully. Once Amit Shah, who was looking at these elections very closely, chose, along with the entire Legislative Council, Nayab Singh Saini as their leader, that was the end of all the speculations. Viewers, now it has been made very clear that it is indeed Nayab Singh Saini, and he has, this time, unlike 2019, he has a majority, a complete majority. This is where the BJP comes in. There were these ambitions within the Congress party as well. As we saw, divided opposition was there too. Compared to that, the BJP trying to at least put all of this to an end, as we have the live visuals coming in. This, kid you not, is a massive show of unity and strength, and the Bharatiya Janata Party is going to make a huge meal of it. Look at this special report. Ladies and gentlemen, keeping in mind the grandeur of Haryana today, keeping in mind the grand celebrations which are taking place in Haryana today, in the name of this massive grand oath-taking ceremony of Naib Singh Saini, I am going to bring live once again in the CVR English newsroom Shri Shivinder Singh Buttar ji, all the way from Haryana. We welcome Shivinder Singh Buttar ji once again to the CVR English newsroom. He is live here, joining us live here all the way from Haryana. He is a key political analyst and he is also a very important core committee member of one of the most important, one of the most prominent Rajasthan's Farmers Welfare Associations, the GKS Samiti or the Grameen Kisan Majdoor Samiti. शिविंदर सिंह बुट्टर जी, वी वेलकम यू वंस अगेन टू द सीवीआर इंग्लिश न्यूज रूम. आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है
जी.
शिविंदर जी, we would definitely like to know one aspect about this. You've definitely taken us through the entire journey of Haryana today and how these great grand celebrations are taking place on the stage, where we see such bigwigs from BJP and where we have witnessed one of the most grand oath-taking ceremonies ever witnessed in the country. Today we have witnessed a grand oath-taking ceremony of Naib Singh Saini. But apart from that, if we look at the Congress and this khatakhat tagline, the war cry of Congress, which was being used by the Congress bigwigs to win this election, to win the elections this year, the Congress was speaking about eradicating poverty from the country, khatakhat, eradicating the problem of lack of education or eradicating the problem of unemployment in a very khatakhat fashion. Don't you think that the BJP, through its massive display of unity and strength, has been successful, has managed to oust Congress from the state of Haryana also in a very khatakhat fashion?
Okay, I think it's a great meme or word which has been going around on the social media.
This phrase khatakhat has actually turned into a meme by the youngsters. It has been turned into a meme and it's gone viral all over the internet and social media. What do you have to say about it?
See, all I can say is Congress was more focused on khatakhat in election campaigning and BJP took, focused more on khatakhat getting the votes from their core voters. So they basically bound their core voters towards the party. And I consider this particular election as more of a micromanagement by BJP and mismanagement by Congress. Had this been, there have been no mismanagement and no relying on one particular chatrap, that was Huda, Congress would have surely pulled up these votes and election as khatakhat in their own way. So I consider this as a lesson for Congress. He never become overconfident and not rely on one person. If you as you said, united we stand, divided we fall. BJP stood united in all aspects. And Congress was more like a one-man show, and that took a toll in context of their vote share. Even if you look at this, the count of BJP seats in this particular election, where all the poll chatraps or the political analysts or the exit polls were giving a majority to Congress, and on the reverse of it, and when the actual result came, BJP gave a thumping majority, came up with a thumping majority, and not only that, they even fared from their last two elections. Normally, when we see parties in election for 10 to 10 years in majority, there is a scope, there is some kind of anti-incumbency. But this particular election became a bigger election for BJP, where they have even more seats than the last two elections. I would say it was purely a khatakhat voting for BJP which helped them come with a majority.
Shivinder ji, obviously it has now become prominent that Congress's war cry khatakhat has definitely gone flop. And I also understand the talk about mismanagement within the Congress while they were trying out the Khatakhat policy, and they were constantly going for this war cry of Khatakhat. The mismanagement I do understand, because there was a lot of infighting within the Congress government as well while these elections were going on. So instead of focusing on the key factors, instead of focusing on the key pain points of the Janata to garner their votes, they focused on the Khatakhat war cry and the fancy Khatakhat rhetoric to impress the voters. But there was simultaneously a lot of mismanagement happening within the Congress party as well. But I want you to throw some more light on the micromanagement which has happened, which has been done by the BJP to win the vote bank in Haryana. Take us through that micromanagement which the BJP went for to win the elections in Haryana this year.
See, micromanagement, as I said, was they gave free, they relied more on local leaders. Say, as I said, Krishnpal Singh Gurjar, Ravinderjit Singh, and other small, local leaders. And not only that, they also fielded 60 new candidates this time, just to do away with anti-incumbency, which was kind of seeping in the system. And also, as you said earlier, the Naib Singh Saini's promises, bringing in the scope new. If you look at last two, terms of Manohar Lal Khattar, there were hardly any new vacancies which were created or any government jobs were created in those last 9 years. But when Mr. Naib Singh Saini came, he not only came with the new jobs, but also he tried to focus on the Agniveers, how he's trying to give them a quota within the government jobs if his party comes to power. So he basically touched upon the pain points of the real issues and also focused on the downtrodden or the weaker section of the society, as he himself came from that kind of a society in Haryana. So it was more of a micromanagement, booth management, and going door to door, talking about local issues, working around with the people, charging their booth, promokes or page promokes as they call them, and also the real voters. So basically it was more like going into the deeper pockets of the society, of the areas, and bringing the voters out of their houses to vote for Modi, to vote for Naib Singh Saini, and vote for BJP.
So there is one thing, or rather 2 points, which have really become very clear through this discussion with you. Of course, a lot of insights have been brought out through this discussion with you, all thanks to you. A lot of insights which are related to this great grand oath-taking ceremony which has taken place in Haryana today, with Naib Singh Saini now becoming the new face of Haryana, the new Chief Minister of Haryana. 2 points have definitely emerged as the key highlights from this discussion, Shivinder ji, I believe. One is that Congress's Khatakhat policy has definitely flopped, and as far as the BJP or the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, their philosophy has definitely emerged, and their philosophy during this year's elections has been, no matter what, we have to win, and the ends justify the means. So they will do whatever it takes to win the elections, and probably this is also going to be a very strong message to the voters in Maharashtra during the upcoming Maharashtra elections. So Shivinder ji, we thank you so much for joining us today for this live discussion in our CVR English newsroom all the way from Haryana, and taking us through this great grand ceremony which has taken place in Haryana today. Shivinder ji, thank you so much for throwing light on valuable knowledge points and insights on this matter. Viewers, ladies and gentlemen, that was Shivinder Singh Buttar ji joining us all the way from Haryana and taking us through this grandeur of an event which has taken place in Haryana today. Yes, Naib Singh Saini is the new Chief Minister. He has recently been sworn in as the new Chief Minister of Haryana. BJP won in Haryana by the massive show and display of unity, power and strength. I shall join you once again tomorrow at 9 p.m. prime time with another compelling story with a compelling, inspiring story once again. Till then, keep watching CVR English for more news and updates.